We recite together. Avijja Vijaya Singara Singara Vijaya Vijnanam Vijnana Vijaya Namarupam Namarupa Vijaya Salayadanam Salayadana Vijaya Paso Pasa Vijaya Vedana Vedana Vijaya Tanha Tanha Vijaya Upadana Upadana Vijaya Bhava Bhava Vijaya Jati Jati Vijaya Jara Maranam Soka Paridewa Dukkha Domana Supayasa Sambhavanti Eva Metasa Kevalasa Dukkha Khandasa Samudaya Hoti. English translation. Dependent on ignorance arise karmic volition. Dependent on karmic volitions rises consciousness. Dependent on consciousness arise mind matter. Dependent on mind matter arise the six sense bases. So Bodhisattva contemplate the nature of life or dependent origination, Paticca-Samuppada. They take Jara Marana, aging and death, as a starting point. The jati or birth in one life is a cause of aging and death in that life. So what causes birth? Bhava Vijaya Jati, Kama Bhava causes us to be reborn here, to be reborn as a human beings. And why do we do good karma or bad karma? That is Upadana. Upadana Vijaya Bhava. Strong desire makes us do good karma or bad karma. And before we have strong desire, before we have Upadana, we must have weak desire. That is Dhamma. First, we have a lot of strong desire for something, then that desire becomes stronger and stronger, and the condition for strong desire and also condition for strong view is not so strong desire, which is called craving, Dhamma. We have attachment, or we have desire for something, then it increases in strength and becomes strong desire. And Dhamma is said to be of three kinds: Kama Dhamma, Bhava Dhamma, and Vibhava Dhamma. Kama is sense object. Kama Dhamma is craving for sense object, sight, sound, smell, etc. And Bhava Dhamma means craving concomitant with the eternalist view, with the view that things are permanent. So that Dhamma is Bhava Dhamma. And Vibhava Dhamma means craving concomitant with the view that things are annihilated after death or at death. So three Dhamma: Kama Dhamma, Bhava Dhamma, and Vibhava Dhamma. And also there are six kinds of Dhamma: Rupa Dhamma, Saddha Dhamma, Gandha Dhamma, Rasa Dhamma, Phuddhava Dhamma, and Dhamma Dhamma. Because there are six kinds of object. So we crave for visible object is called Rupa Dhamma. And if we crave for sound, it is called Saddha Dhamma, and so on. And what is the cause of this Dhamma? What is the cause of this craving, or the condition of this craving? Why do we crave things? Why are we attached to things? Why are we attached to persons? Because we feel good about those things. We have pleasant feelings about those things. Those things that we have pleasant feelings about, we like. Feeling, especially a pleasant feeling, Sukha Vedana, is a condition for Dhamma, condition for craving, condition for attachment. If we don't have a pleasant feeling for something, we will not be attached to that things. We will not crave for that things. So pleasant feeling is a condition for craving. And when the pleasant feeling is there, Sukhi Beyopi Ejati. Sukhi Beyopi Ejati, when the man have pleasurable state, he wants the more. So when there is pleasant sensation, pleasant state, pleasurable state, and there may occur Dhamma. So what about dukkha vedana, unpleasant feeling? If there is unpleasant feeling, unpleasant state, are there Dhamma? Yes. So we have unpleasant feeling, painful feeling about something. We will not be attached to that things which causes unpleasant feeling. But we embrace that kinds of pain, that kinds of unpleasant feeling. I'm pain, I'm depressed, I'm discouraged, etc. And at that moment we want pleasant. So when there is an unpleasant feeling, we long for a pleasant feeling. We want to get rid of the unpleasant feeling, and we want to get the pleasant feeling. So indirectly, unpleasant feeling, painful feeling is also a condition for Dhamma, condition for craving. So that is dukkhi sukham patthayati. When the man encounters suffering, he longs for pleasure. So there are always Dhamma. When there is a pleasant sensation, sukha vedana, when the man have a pleasant sensation, he wants the more. The more he has, the more he wants, and Dhamma craving never comes to an end. And also, when we are in the unpleasant sensation, when we have unpleasant sensation, when we encounter suffering, we long for pleasant. We not stay in the present, and we long for pleasurable sensation. And upekkha vedana is fine and subtle, so it makes us crave for more definite pleasure and maximum pleasure. So Dhamma is taking all the places, and if we're not mindful, Dhamma is always take over. So Bodhisattva went back from factor to factor. Why is there vedana? Why is there feeling? Because there is contact, phassa, with objects. Here, phassa, contact, is a mental state that arises in our mind, not physical contact. When something comes into the avenue of our eye sensitivity, there is what we call contact. And also, vedana is said to be 6 kinds. Vedana is a feeling born of eye contact, feeling born of ear contact, feeling born of nose contact, feeling born of tongue contact, feeling born of body contact, and mind contact. So due to the contact, there are 6 vedana. The visible object comes into the avenue of the eye sensitivity, and so there is what we call contact. The contact is a mental state which arises in our mind. Only when there is contact, there can be feeling. If there is no contact, feeling cannot arise. Contact is a condition for the arising of feeling, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral feeling. So that is Pasapitya Vedana. And then, why is there pasa? Why is there contact? Because there are things or objects which can come into contact. There are said to be 6 internal bases and 6 external bases. That means the 6 sense organs for the internal bases in Abhidhamma, mind is the 6th sense. So there are 6 senses: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. They are called 6 internal organs. Corresponding to these 6, there are 6 external objects. And then external bases. External does not necessarily mean outside living beings. Even in living beings, there are these 6 objects: visible object, sound, smell, taste, touch, and the other subtle rupas, material properties. If we do not have eyes, there can be no eye contact. If we do not have ears, there can be no ear contact, and so on. So these are called bases, the senses, and also the corresponding objects are called the 6 bases. They are the condition for contact to arise. And what are the conditions for the bases? Ayatana, Salayatana to arise. They are Nama Rupa, mind and matter. The 6 internal bases are material, eye, ear, and so on. Among the 6 external bases, there is one which is called Dhamma mind base. Mind base means mind. If there were no mind and matter, there could be no internal bases and external bases. So these internal bases and external bases depend upon other mind and matter for their arising. So that is Namarupa Picaya Salayatana. They arise together and they support each other. And what is the condition for Namarupa, mind and matter, to arise? It is resultant consciousness. That is Vijnana, Patisandhi Vijnana. And there are different types of consciousness. Some types of consciousness are active. That means we create or we have those types of consciousness, and some are passive. That means some are the result of past karma. With regard to human beings, at the moment of our conception, one type of consciousness arises. That consciousness is the result of our past karma. Along with that consciousness, there are mental factors, and also there are material qualities, very small particles of matter. These we call conception. According to Abhidhamma, when we were in our mother womb, we have done a lot of good deeds, so we come to our mother womb, and the first consciousness is the resultant consciousness. And some particles of matter arise together, but if the resultant consciousness does not arise, then the two cannot arise. That is why it is called the condition for mind and matter to arise. That mind and matter is also at that point the result of our past karma. They arise together, but consciousness is the chief of them. If consciousness does not arise, the mental state, cetasika, cannot arise, and also the resultant material qualities born of our karma cannot arise. So consciousness is said to be the condition for mental states and material properties. Although they arise together or they arise at the same time, so you understand, Vijnana Picaya Nama Rupam. So now when the Bodhisattva contemplated on Paticca-Samuppada, dependent origination, not when he sat under the Bodhi tree, but when he practiced meditation at other times, his mind stopped there and turned back, and he reflected, what is the condition for vijnana? What is the condition for consciousness? Then he did not go back as stated in the law of dependent origination. He found out that the condition for vijnana is namarupa. Condition for consciousness is mind and matter. So he comes back. He said, this vijnana, this consciousness turns back. So he did not go back to sankhara, karma formation, and avijja, ignorance. That is how the Bodhisattva contemplated on dependent origination. Maybe it was probably enough for them because they had gone through 2 lives backward. So maybe it is enough for them to understand dependent origination. And if we follow the Pali text taught by the Lord Buddha, we find that Sankhara, karma formation are the condition. Sankhara are the cause for vijnana. Karma formation just means karma, good or bad karma. Karma is the cause for the resultant consciousness to arise. And why do karma formation arise? Why do we do sometimes wholesome karma, sometimes unwholesome karma? According to this Pali, we do wholesome or unwholesome because we are ignorant. We don't know reality. We don't understand the Four Noble Truths. We don't understand the law of dependent origination. Clouded by this avijja, ignorance or delusion, we do sometimes wholesome or good karma, and sometimes we do unwholesome or bad karma. Whatever karma we do because we are blinded by avijja, ignorance. And also Pali, jati picaya jaramaranan, soka paridewa dukkha domanasa upayasa, upayasupayasa sambhavanti. That means because there is jati as condition, aging and death arise, and sorrow, lamentation, bodily pain, mental pain, and burning in the mind arise. So that soka, paridewa, dukkha, domanasa, upayasa, 5 are grouped separately. There is one part. They are grouped separately from jara, marana, aging and death. When there is jati, when there is birth, there will always be aging and death. We cannot avoid aging and death when there is birth. Sorrow, lamentation and so on may or may not arise, even though there is birth as condition. So in our human realm, we think they would arise. They would all arise. We all experience sorrow, lamentation, etc. We cannot escape from these results also. But if you are born as celestial beings, you may not have so many of sorrow, lamentation, etc. Celestial beings have sorrow, but if you are reborn as Brahma, you will not have any bodily pain and mental pain. You will not have these 5. So these results are not inevitable result of jati. That is why Soka, Paridewa, etc. are grouped separately. So we must understand that they may or may not arise as the result of jati. In many existences, they may arise, but in some existences, like that of Brahma, they may not arise. So they are grouped separately. So that is a rough overview of the Paticca-Samuppada. We have to go into detail with each link. For example, between avijja and sankhara, and between sankhara and vijnana, etc. And we need to deeply understand our life. So look at your paper, page number 5, the wheel of life. Let us see our life and life. We are rolling on and on. So the wheel of life, page 5. You can see there are 12 factors. 12 factor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So these 12 are 12 factors. So can you follow me? 12 factors. Avijja, sankhara, vijnana, namarupa, salayatana, phassa, vedana, tanna, upadana, bhava, jati, jaramarana. Jaramarana is number 12, altogether 12 factors. And then 12 factors, and we have to go to 3 periods, 3 lives. Jaramarana, Jati Jaramarana, 11 and 12 are future in the innermost circle. You can see future is 11 and 12. Future, and the present is what? Present is number
3, 4.
Vijnana. Number 3. Number 3, vijnana, namarupa, salayana, phassa, vedana, tanna, upadana, bhava, present life. And past is avijja and sankhara. Avijja and sankhara. And now what we are practicing is number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are present result. Present result. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Vijnana, namarupa, salayana, phassa, vedana. So they are occurring every moment. Number 3, patisandhi vijnana, that means rebirth consciousness. So the first consciousness when we are in the mother womb is patisandhi vijnana. But now that is already finished, and then now we have seeing consciousness, hearing consciousness, smelling, tasting, touching, knowing consciousness. So every moment they are occurring. So our duty is to observe. Number 3, every vijnana we need to observe. And namarupa connected cetasika, and rupa we have to observe. Number 5, salayana, 6 sense bases, we need to observe. Every contact we need to observe. So vedana, number 7, very important. If we do not understand the true nature of the vedana feeling, number 8 we come. Number 8, tanna. So every sensation there may come tanna. When there is pleasant sensation, we want more, and unpleasant sensation, we long for craving. And when neutral feeling, we not satisfied, and we crave for more enjoyment. That is tanna. So number 8, 9, 10 are present cause. Present cause. So 8, 9, 10. So in this column, 8, 9, 10, when there is tanha, because why you crave? Why we crave for things? Because we are ignorance. We are ignorance. When there is tanha, avijja is there. Because we are ignorant and we crave. We crave. And then we cling, number 9. And then number 10, we do activities. Bhava. Kama bhava. When there is kama bhava, when there is kama bhava, you see 8, 9, 10, in this column there is sankhara. So kama bhava and sankhara are the same. Volitional activities and kama bhava are the same. So we are observing the present resultant, number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Vijnana, Namaripa, Salayana, Phasa, Vedana. And then, if our practice is complete and no causing factors, number 8, 9, 10 group, and this column is totally cut off, and then number 11 and 12, future will not come. Future is very dangerous. Number 12, decay and death. So we don't want to have aging and we don't want to die. So we are observing the Vijnana, Namarupa, Salayana, Phasa, Vedana. And there may not come 5 present causing factors: tanha, upadana, kama bhava, avijja and sankhara, and there may stop jati, jara marana. So we will explain in more detail. This time we have to stop our discourse for today. By practicing vipassana meditation, by observing every phenomena occurring at the 6 senses, by observing every arising vijnana, namarupa, salayana, phasa, vedana, every consciousness, every mind-body process, every 6 sense basis, every contact and every feeling, continuously and meticulously. May all yogis be liberated from all suffering. May all yogis realize the real peace in the very near future. Sadhu.